3, 2, 1.
Hey everyone, we are finally here. Good to see you today. We have a little bit of music playing in the background. If it gets distracting, let me know. Just thought we'd try, not to have complete dead air. If we do have dead air. If it gets distracting, let us know and we'll turn it off. So how is everyone tonight? Jeff, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good, yeah.
Okay, doing okay. I'm going to do a shout out real quick because we have a lot of people here right now. We already have Pushing Button 62, Super Mario Brothers. Let's see. Namus is here. We also have Cuberts, Noise Guru. There's Jeff in the chat. Alright, this is the problem. This music puts a big pause button on top of my chat. I don't like that. Noise Guru says the music isn't distracting, it's the dancing girls. Good. So how is there anything you want to talk about? Anything you saw this week, Jeff?
No, I didn't see much this week.
Didn't see much this week. Oh my goodness, guys! I think I'm gonna turn the music off. It's just it is distracting me because it's in the way. I can't read anything. It's covering up my entire chat. Can't do that. StreamYard needs to fix that. Well, guys, how about we just jump right in because I have a lot to cover tonight, and we have viewer mail to cover. So there's people in the chat who sent in stuff that we're going to be showing tonight. Hopefully C3PO's Golden Calf makes it tonight because there's a lot of stuff from C3PO's Golden Calf too. Jeff?
We ready?
Jeff? Yeah, I was going to say. Do you want to start
with?
Do you want to start with the song or you want to do the intermission? What do you want to do tonight? That's up to you.
We'll save the songs for intermission. I don't really have anything yet.
Sounds good. There are some people here who were not at your show. Guys, if you didn't know, we did a show on Jeff's channel, on Jeff's Zanzibar. And there is one thing I want to cover that we covered on your show that we didn't cover here. If you want to start with that.
Oh, I already got something going. Okay. What was that?
The meat. Yeah, I don't know what you had up, but we're definitely working from the bottom up because I want to do the music very last. I don't want to get a copyright, and that's my best shot, is doing it the very last thing. I have not heard of a movie never released. Super Mario says a movie called, what's it called? Nothing Lasts Forever with Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd.
I never
released.
If it was never released, how would we hear of it?
Exactly, but I'd love to see it. I wish they would release it.
Me too.
Yes,
Those
Noise Guru.
must be good.
What day did Jeff's show air? What day did we do it? Was it Monday or Tuesday? Monday? I can't remember. So bad. We'll find out before the end of the show. I'll look on my phone. But Jeff, do you want to read this one?
Yeah.
Let me get the message off the screen so that way you can see it. It should get bigger, or you might be able to make it bigger. I don't know.
It must have been on Monday.
It had to have been.
Yeah. Actually, and I know it was. Now I remember. Yes, it was Monday.
I'm still gonna double check.
Because I was off the next day. Oh, wait. No, I wasn't. I don't remember shit right now.
It's okay.
I think it was Tuesday because I think I was off on Wednesday.
Streamed 4 days ago, so not. Maybe it was Thursday.
No,
Let's see.
it wasn't Thursday. I think it was either Tuesday or Wednesday.
It was the 13th. So
Okay.
the 13th was Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Wow.
I see 3PO's Golden Calf.
Good.
Hey.
I'm so glad you're here because I'm covering half, not even all of the stuff you sent.
And hi
Half
to
of the
you
stuff
as
you
well.
sent. Hey, Ryu.
All right, let's get going with this one here.
Can you make that any bigger?
No.
Weird. Okay. Usually there aren't bars above and below. That's why I was asking. Maybe it's the background.
I already did that, though. Yeah. See?
That's what I'm saying. It might be the background. It might be too dark.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not dark enough. There we go. That looks better.
All right. I really don't think that this is a Mandela effect. I'm not an expert in this area by any means. However, the way I first learned of this has me wondering why I've never heard of this before. I should have heard of this simply because of my location where I walk. My doctor is 2 blocks away. When I have to walk to my doctor's office, I pass a bakery, a bread bakery, 2 corner stores, 2 restaurants, and a traditional deli/butcher shop. The butcher shop always has specials in the windows, and I always read them as I pass, just out of curiosity. On my most recent trip, I saw the same signs I normally see, but there was a special I had never seen before, a cut of meat I had never heard of. So yes or no, have you ever heard of the Tom and Jerry steak cut?
So in the chat, if you already saw this, just answer what you originally answered. And if you didn't see this, yes or no, have you ever heard of the Tom and Jerry steak cut? I'm going to try lowering the fan just a little bit. Is that better?
I couldn't hear anything anyway.
Oh, good. That's good. Pushing button says no way. Hubert says no. It was a lot. There were some I did cover, but you still had a lot, even with the ones I've already covered. So I'm going to do half of them tonight, and the rest will be in the next viewer residue folder. C3PO's Golden Calf says never. Never heard of that steak cut, says Ryu. And it is worldwide. I think I even have one image from the Philippines. We can go on, Jeff.
I haven't. I've never seen Tom and Jerry on any of their signs. It's 100% possible that this was the first time they offered this cut of beef. But when I searched the cut online, it's everywhere, going back years. So for those of you like myself who had never heard of it, what is the Tom and Jerry cut?
What is the Tom and Jerry cut? This is the Tom and Jerry cut.
Tom and Jerry cut is the real-life version of the giant bone-in steaks seen in the Tom and Jerry cartoons. Like I stated earlier, this is probably not a Mandela effect, but even if this is not new for you, I still believe there's a possibility this could be the work of the Mandela effect.
Yeah, I do think it's a Mandela now.
I do too.
Mm-hmm.
In my past, especially when speaking of cartoons made prior to the 1990s, the very nature of cartoons was exaggeration, facial expression, movements, injuries, and even food are highly exaggerated to draw attention and entertain. Stakes were no different until now. Now they are accurately depicted. I just cannot believe that these huge cuts of meat have been around for decades and called Tom and Jerry. But speaking of cartoons exaggerating, the same thing goes for the Flintstones. They also depict a giant bone-in steak, but they also depict brontosaurus ribs in the show's intro and some episodes. If the steak isn't labeled Tom and Jerry, they are calling them Flintstone steaks. There are even Flintstones ribs now, but to be fair, these appear to be only sold on fairgrounds or barbecue competitions. But it's the fact that they sell them this large and call them Flintstone ribs that has me wondering if this could be a Mandela effect.
So here's some steaks. Giant steaks. They're just uncut. So, normally a butcher would cut them in smaller pieces, like a T-bone and stuff like that, but they're sold like this. The one in the middle on the left, the second from the left, has a Tom and Jerry label on it. And you're going to see more of the Tom and Jerry label. No, some of these are like 70 and 80 ounce. They're literally calling them Tom and Jerry. Which I just find crazy.
I know I never saw that anywhere.
And here's the ribs, guys.
They're bigger than the people holding them.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the size of their arms. Yeah, I want some of those ribs. I gotta be honest. I would totally make a sandwich out of it, like for lunch and dinner. Maybe the next day's lunch too. Probably like a $40 rib.
And the next day. And the day.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking. Well, now it probably is. Super Mario says it must be $100 a plate.
Yeah. Three or four people.
1,400 grams. Anyone know what that is in ounces? The 38.95 is another country, so I don't know what.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. I'm gonna Google that. I'm just curious. 1,400 grams in ounces is 49.384 ounces. So that's close to what Moy said with the 40-ounce flank. Except they're actually calling it Tom and Jerry steak, which I've never heard before.
Speaking of exaggerated food in cartoons, one of the most popular food exaggerations that people have tried to imitate in real life is the Dagwood sandwich feature in the Blondie comic strip.
Should be featured, but they dropped it off.
Dagwood and Blondie are different from what I remember. Which is your Blondie and Dagwood, A or B?
So, can we zoom in? Are you able to zoom in on Blondie so they can see the differences in Blondie? So, Blondie A has black lips with a birthmark under the eye, and Dagwood has like pigtails of hair. And Dagwood B has normal hair, and Blondie has red lips with no birthmark under the eye. And it's already 50-50 in the chat. We have B for Cuberts and A for pushing buttons. And on the panel, it's 50-50 as well. Jeff remembers A. I remember B. Noise is A.
Well, I remember A, sort of, for Dagwood, sort of, not what we see here. Not for
And you
Blondie.
remember B for Blondie, right?
Yeah. The Dagwood I remember is somewhere in between A and B.
Okay, and pushing buttons is 100% A for Dagwood. A, but not sure about the lipstick, says C3PO. I feel A, but I am not familiar with these characters. All right, we can go on.
All right. Jeff has the current memory for Dagwood, but we both agree on Blondie. Dagwood never had wings like that in my past. He looked like B, but he's always been A, and Blondie has red lips and no birthmark near her eye in our past. Do you remember the current reality, A?
Hebrew, why are you in the chat and not in the panel? For me, I do not remember him looking like he's wearing pigtails. And I'm going to show you pictures that may make you change your mind a little. You'll see. No. Also, we're going to take note of the complete bald strip going behind his head. Look at the middle ones, guys. Stop it. You remember that?
That bald strip is ridiculous. That was definitely not there. 100% not there.
That's a good reason, Hebrew. Amazon Lion is asleep. All right. Okay. C3PO says, yeah, the hair goes a little far for me too. But Ryu says, A, hair for the guy is familiar looking. That's weird. Looks too far out. I know. That's what I'm saying. It looks wrong to me. 100%. The bald strip is so ridiculous as pushing buttons. I agree.
Does he have that bald strip in all of it now?
I'm actually gonna show some tonight in the viewer mail from Super Mario.
Oh, okay.
That's why I wanted to do this one. Hubert says, bald strip? No way. Now, everyone, I want to take note. These are actual cartoons with the hair how I remember it. The bottom left especially, if you can zoom in on that one. And then there were TV series and movies that I didn't know about back in the day. They didn't make his hair weird at all. They could have. Hairspray was still a thing back then.
Are any of these Mandela effects for you? Tom and Jerry cuts, Flintstone cuts, giant cuts of meat mirroring cartoon exaggerations, Dagwood and or Blondie? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
Mm-hmm. So that is
Baldstead.
Baldstead, yeah.
I definitely would have noticed that. That 100% was not there.
I agree. there was like a part thing, like maybe a little tiny strip, but not that big chunk.
Yeah, it was like a part, but it wasn't the bald spot.
Hey, unindoctrinated, it's good to see you. It's been a while. Philo was at Jeff's stream and said it looks like he got donor, like, you know, a hair transplant, and that was the donor hair strip, and that is what it looks like. Looks just like that. So you're moving on up from that, but it only, you know, I'd have to look, but whatever the new one is. Oh, you're going to do this one too?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Jose Martinez, Sag R Mandela Effect on YouTube and Colorado KCF on TikTok recently asked me something that blew my mind about chickens. Again, if you saw our stream on Jeff's channel, answer what you originally answered. Yes or no. In your past, were chickens cannibalistic? I have to write to Hebrew, you don't have earbuds, because he's listening with the sound off.
Yeah.
So, hey, Michael Russum. Michael Russum says, where did it go? Definitely not.
Hey, Michael Russell.
C3PO's golden calf is laughing now. Not with a sick chicken. But for pushing buttons, if the chicken is sick, yes.
Oh, and hi to the other person whose name I cannot say right now, so I won't even try.
Unindoctrinated?
I can't say that right now. Too late.
Pushin says, my grandfather and then my uncle had chicken houses. Well, if it was when they were sick, this is still a Mandela for you. Trust me, you'll see. That's not good. Hebrew doesn't have any earbuds. They never were cannibalistic in our past, but now they are. When stressed, not will, they can start grooming other chickens, but aggressively. Hang on. And once blood is drawn, they will start attacking, eating the other chicken. And the thing is, it spreads. The rest of the chickens all start doing the same thing. They even decapitate one another. If you'd like to see more, please check out Jose's video. I will post a link on my community page. It's already there. The link's already on my community page. And in the live chat. Well, I'm not going to put it in live chat. I'm going to put it in the description. But I'm not going to show those images. So if you want to see them, go check out Jose's video.
So I guess even chickens enjoy a little KFC once in a while.
Oh, gosh.
Chick-fil-A.
Speaking of chickens, in the past, we have talked about these giant chickens. But I also wanted to share that chickens can now lay giant eggs. I have never seen chicken eggs this big before. Have you? Apparently, some of them are called Jersey giant eggs. And I'm from Jersey, so I don't understand.
And me too, so I would have heard of it too.
Unless they mean the Isle of Jersey in Britain. Like off. Is it? I think it's part of Britain.
That I never heard of.
It's between Britain and France. Jersey is an island. Has anyone ever seen giant chicken eggs before? Not ostrich eggs, chicken eggs. Also, go on so they can see what we're talking about. I mean, these things are huge. Come on, stop. Michael Russell says never, and wow, that would be cool.
So which came first, the chicken, the egg, or the giant chicken egg?
Now, pushing buttons. Remember, we're going to scroll back up to pushing buttons comment. My grandfather and then my uncle had chicken houses. Says no. Hubert says no. No, not in the store. I don't think they sell these in a store. You'd have to go to like, a farmer's market to find eggs like this. They want uniformity for the grocery stores.
We wouldn't like them when they're angry, Hebrew says.
I know. Extra, extra large in the grocer, says Noise Guru. I would think extra jumbo, because we have jumbo eggs too, and they're nowhere near that size. What is Nightbot saying? The alias you set this command to be of does not exist.
What the hell?
I don't know. I need to turn it off. I don't know how to turn it off. I tried turning it off twice. It won't turn off.
Nightbot on drugs tonight?
It's nuts. I mean, come on. Like I said before, I feel bad for the chickens that laid those eggs. I really do.
Yeah, talk about butthurt.
Mm-hmm. Disturbingly, you can see the middle one. They have cartons for those eggs.
So you know which ones lay the big ones by which ones are walking funny, right?
Or it's those giant chickens
Yeah.
laying those eggs. I'll bet laying those was excruciating, says Pushing Buttons. Excruciating.
Hey, Michael Fontaine.
Hey, Michael Fontaine. Jolly green giant eggs, says Noise Guru.
Yeah, right.
Do you think cannibal chickens could be a Mandela effect? New behavior in this reality? Let us know in the comments below, and thank you to Jose for sharing his find.
The answer to that is hell yes.
For me, it is, yes. Especially that it's like contagious, and they all start attacking the chicken that's bleeding. That's just nuts.
Yeah. All right. Now we'll start with a new one. Well, we'll continue with a new one.
Continue with a new one. I've seen ducks attack each other, but not eat each other. That's the difference. I've never seen a duck decapitate another duck. It is like an egg you'd see on the Flintstones. That is correct, Hebrew.
Yeah. Hey, Preliminal.
Hey, Preliminal.
And hey, Analog Line.
I was just about to say that. I was putting the comment on the screen. Hey, Analog Line. I have seen seagulls eat. Seagulls eat everything. Everything. They eat everything and anything. Seagulls are awful. Oh, okay. We are at viewer mail. The next slides are all from C3PO's Golden Calf. Look at Gorillas in the Mist. Can we look at that logo, please? Can we zoom in? Are we able to see? Whoa, that's zooming in. Wow.
That's all I can do. Holy crap.
Yes, look at the LAS. Oh my
That's so
gosh.
stupid. Come on now. Now we're getting really ridiculous here.
Look at the look at the HE.
What? Oh, come on.
Wait. Now look at the name. Zoom out. Diane, DIAN.
Wait a minute. No,
I thought it was NNE.
it was.
It was okay.
When I first found out who she was through this Mandela effect, it had an E.
It's also very close to the last name. Way too close. It's a
Yeah.
great find, C3PO. Look who's in the chat. Tina Moore says that is ridiculous. Doesn't look right. I agree.
She's right.
Amityville to the Possession. I do not ever remember Tails being on those S's. And it's merged.
S's. Oh my God.
Yeah, right?
What the?
So I said, these are good finds by C3PO.
Yes. Very good.
Now, I am unfamiliar with Beastmaster too, but that's all merged. Look at the EA, S. It's all merged.
I am familiar with it, and that's all wrong.
Okay, so we have covered HBO video before, but on this Howling 2, which has a tagline and a description at the top, which was not a thing in my past. It didn't have it didn't have like a paragraph on the cover. It may have had "It's not over yet," but I don't remember that either. But if you look at the HBO video logo, going back to the left, the E and the D are merged now when they weren't.
That looks ridiculous.
And it looks like the I is trying to merge to the V. It looks like a little one, but it's still separate.
Yeah. Like somebody drew a little line there between the D and the E. Stupid.
Analog Line says these changes are similar to the AI art photos coming out. They are odd anomalies in them if you look. Oh, I agree. But I would say that the AI is learning from what it's seeing in our reality, which is this stuff. It's seeing the patterns that we're seeing, so it puts it into the AI art. Michael Rustin says, no way, just saw a video thumbnail with HBO. It did not look like that. Okay, how old is it? Because the new HBO logo is fixed. They separated the B and the O. I love it when companies do that. They say, this doesn't look right, and they fix it.
Yep.
Hey, Splatter. Good to see you. Preliminal, we can only guess. But I think it's just showing us that realities are merging, so the letters are merging too. I think it's like a stop sign. It's a sign. A literal sign that's letting us know realities are merging. That's the only thing I can think of. If anyone else has any better ideas, I'm all ears. So here we have residue. All right, first we have Dream TV is merged. The V is huge for some reason. If you look at the shoe, those are Converse, and the circle is not on the inside like it is now. And to the right, we have a skeleton with a rib cage that's not closed off like it should be. It's green at the bottom. And the eyes are just black. There's no bone behind the eyes. So we have merging, but we also have residue. Yes, again, that's just my theory. But like I said, if someone has a better theory for the merging letters, I am all ears. I'd love to hear another theory for it. I don't remember this game either, Michael Russum. I've never heard of Dream TV. Thanks, C3PO.
Whoa.
This book is nuts. Again, all of these are from C3PO until we get to more words. They're all C3PO's finds. This book, my goodness, what is that GA I can't? And the H and the T, and it's all merged. All of it, except, well, the GAVE is merged. The TH is one letter.
That's just like
Then under-
overlapping at this point.
Yeah,
See
this is
what
just
works.
nuts. We got the backwards slanting A. Sword is all merged. The words behind the scenes of the Nixon interviews is all merged. David Frost is merged. It's all merged. Noise Guru says the G is whispering in the A's ear. Double Dragon 3. Now, I don't remember Double Dragon 3, so I didn't play this one. I did play the other ones, but I don't remember the R doing anything like that. And look at the A. It's a 4. Now, guys, let me ask you in the chat. For me, Roman numerals could be merged together. Like we were taught to write 3 lines and then a line across. Not an I, an I, and an I. 1, 2, 3, slash, slash. So merged numbers, Roman numerals, is part of my reality, my whole life. Is it part of yours, or do you see that as wrong too? Michael Russum says, I owned it. I definitely do not remember this. I haven't seen the new Moneybags video either. So this is 1979 Dracula. We have the R and the A again. And the C-U-L-A is all merged. And then a star is born. Look at that. The middle of the A is connected to the R. The A is connected at the bottom to the R. The IS is connected. The T is connected to the S.
You can make a whole song.
Roman numerals are supposed to be connected for Noise Guru. Interesting thought. I remember them merged as well. Okay. Roman numerals were often merged. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Because just because they were merged for me doesn't mean they were merged for everyone. But apparently. That's good. Okay. Interesting. There's a video up. We'll have to check it out after the show. Push a Button says that there's a new video on Moneybags' channel. Somebody that is apparently respected in the Mandela Effect community denying the Mandela Effect. That's interesting. I'll have to look for that after the show. So here we have overlapping letters. That's another pattern we see, as well as broken letters. That weird, almost straight S in blades. Look at flashback. Besides it all being merged, the H to the B to the A to the C.
That could be a song too. The H to the B to the A to the C. Word.
Wait a minute, hold on. Welcome, Sove Sit Theorist Earther. Did I say that right?
I guess.
I'm asking them.
You said it better than I ever could.
Welcome. Yes, it's called Quest for Identity too, which is interesting because that's from the 90s, the flashback. We weren't talking about identities really back in the 90s. That's a very good point, C3PO.
That's true, yeah. We were normal back then. We weren't talking about such things.
Michael Russom says, I had flashback too. I remember this one that way, though. Michael Russom also speaking on that video, I think he was denying physical residue. Guys, look at the Ewok adventure. What is happening with the K and W?
They're on their own little adventure, it looks like.
Apparently. And Gargoyles 2. I did not have this one. Also, Capcom is merged. We have discussed that before. But the G and the A, the R and the G, the O, the L, the E and the S, everything's merged. It's a mess.
Whoever wrote a W or a K like that, it looks so stupid.
I'm just going to call you Theorist. Oh, wait. Hold on, yeah. I'm going to call you Theorist because I know I have that part right. I don't like pronouncing people's names wrong. I feel bad. The W in Ewok is 100% for me, says C3PO. All right, so now we're at the end of C3PO's residue. And credit goes to Imaginationary Man. I don't want to copyright, so I'm just playing the end. Residue for a Hard Knock Life. It's a Hard Knock Life.
Oh, that's a huge one for me, especially in the Jay-Z song, Hard Knock Life.
Right, and we're going to play How It Is Now in Annie after this. So here's the residue, and then we'll play the current reality.
It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life.
Definitely
Yep.
Great find. And here's How It Is Now.
It's the hard knock life for us. It's the hard knock life for us. It's the hard
Stop.
knock
I don't want to
life
copyright.
for-
Stop. Thank you. So it's definitely the now in the movie. In the Jay-Z song. It's definitely the. And Annie's also all merged. We've covered that. There's a number 1 for the I. And I also have the Mandela effect with Annie's dress. So that's old.
Wait, what?
Annie's dress.
What about it?
How about we do that after we do this folder? I'll show it to you.
I'll think about it.
Okay. I'll go look for it. Now, I have covered these before, but credit John Nada because these are such great residue. I needed to show these again. Especially the map of the U.S. Look at Louisiana, everyone. That is what my Louisiana looked like. Look how big the Gulf of Mexico is. And look at the shape of Florida. That is my, well, except for the top left corner. But that is my map of the U.S. And they're all red bar flags. Super Mario Brothers 3 asks, does anyone remember the 1990 made-for-TV movie Challenger? So yes or no in the chat. Do you remember them making a made-for-TV movie about the Challenger explosion? I do not remember this.
Me either. I wouldn't have watched it anyway, but I definitely don't remember it.
4 years seems too soon. It was only 4 years later. It seems too soon to be doing that.
Yeah.
So pushing buttons is a nope. Not at all, says Michael Russum. No movie. We're going to get, well, I'm not going to get to that today. Preliminal says no. C3PO's Golden Calf, no, but I didn't watch made-for-TV movies. Noise Guru is vaguely, but that was 100 years ago. Stop making us older than we are. My twin remembers, though. Kinda, says Michael Fontaine.
My twin doesn't.
Well, go on. There's more pictures. So it was all like TV Guide, and you know, there's multiple logos for this thing too. But the next image is the original logo that was on the VHS tape. If you can go to the next slide, because we need to talk about that logo. Look at that logo. I can't. And the words below are what was on the screen when the show started. And HAL is merged. HAL.
My evil twin remembers that logo.
Yeah, really. Gosh, it's a mess. We got the big C and R on the ends. Everything's merged. There's a line going across the bottom. Why does it look like it's broken up? Oh, it is broken up by people. That's what it is. Okay.
Did you want to
Pause. Yeah, let me read first. Super Mario also asks, does anyone remember this CBS special, Blondie and Dagwood, from 1987?
Yes.
It was meant to be a pilot, but it was never picked up. Sort of. We're going to get to that.
Yeah, I
Okay,
actually have that on VHS and DVD.
I've never seen it, though. We're going to go in.
I did.
Blondie, Dagwood. Blondie loves Dagwood. Blondie, Dagwood.
This is probably why you remember the pigtails, because I do not remember that. That looks ridiculous. That's where he looked normal. Did you see that one spot?
Honey.
Huh?
There was one spot where he looked normal to me. But I'm wondering if you remember those pigtails because you had this on VHS.
So that's what I want to see here.
He looks ridiculous to me.
So yeah, I have this. I remember it. If you blink, you missed it. I mean, they only showed it once. And on that night, they showed a few other cartoons that were never picked up either past the special. So.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. I need to say something.
It's just the kind of thing that if you didn't know about it, you just missed it.
Pushing Button says Moneybags took down the video that they were referring to. And that's sad because I really wanted to see it.
Oh.
All right, we can move on because there's more pictures of this. And I need to say something. So I just told you they didn't pick it up. But there are multiple episodes on Tubi. So was this a series? I have never heard of it or seen it before. Have you? It's not just the pilot. There are actual other episodes.
It's on Tubi?
It's on Tubi. And check out the top left corner, Jeff.
Yeah, I see that. I am so checking that out now. I have to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have this, like I said. And in my memory, of course, he didn't have that in the special either. There's no way.
Well, wait. Zoom in on the right, on the right one. His hair's brown there. It's weird.
Yeah. Oh, look at her lips, though. They're red.
Yeah, and she doesn't have the birthmark. She's right there.
Yeah. So at least that matches my memory, but not up top, but the hair or the lack thereof.
It's not exactly the same, but I wonder if Seth MacFarlane took inspiration from the Griffin home for the series. It was just like the same setup, like with the house and everything. I thought, that looks familiar.
I wouldn't say he did. I mean, that's just any house, really. It's not anything special.
I don't know. It's because it's got the two things on the roof in the front.
Lots of houses.
2 windows, the door. I don't know. All right.
I wouldn't go that far. That's just me.
Okay. So this is Credit Amazon Lion. She was in a thrift store, I believe. And these 2 figurines had a tag attached. It says Bernstein Bears. So for those of you that remember Bernstein, I'm of the Berenstein. universe. But Bernstein, I know many of you remember. There's Bernstein Bears.
Isn't there still a McDonald's commercial for those toys where they actually say Berenstain Bears?
I don't know. Is there?
I did see it. Somebody showed it. Yep. There is.
And I think the final residue is from Brian. It is. So he's got Skechers residue and Ambisol. That is amazing to see. It was totally Ambisol for me.
Me too.
Seeing that residue is actually better for me than Skechers because I've seen so much Skechers residue, but Ambisol, you don't see much of that.
That's true. Yeah, I knew that looked funny. There was no way it's always been Ambisol. That's so dumb.
I know, but if you look at the Ambisol in that ad, the AM is merged.
And so is the BR.
AN and ANT in antiseptic.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
And that's it. So let me get you Annie real quick. I will be right back if I get kicked. Do you want to do a music, some music while
I can't.
I grab? You can't?
No.
Okay.
I don't have anything because of the issue with the copyright.
Mm.
I wanted to play my new one that I did tonight, but it's copyrighted.
Great. Okay, so this is like a pre-graphics. I have 2 graphic questions, and then it's just pictures, so I'm going to have to explain. And you got to hop over to Messenger for the link. There you go. Push Bud says, just hum for us, Jeff. Yeah, the last show I said, play whatever you want. And normally with Jeff's music, I get limited ads. And that's okay. That doesn't hurt your channel. That's fine. Instead of making like, I don't know, 12 cents for a stream, I'll make like a penny or 0. So I don't care. But last show, it was red. And if you get too many reds, they could take away the monetization. So I had to mute 2 songs, and it went back to limited to the orange, so that's okay.
So couldn't you just mute it after the fact again?
Yeah, but then they still count that against you because you got the red. You get too many reds.
Yeah, see, the ones that are not copyrighted on my channel, they're not the kind I would really play on the show. They're not as good. I mean, they're good, but they're not the ones I prefer to play.
Okay.
At least not the ones I found so far.
I got you. Play your new one, Preliminal. You have a new one? Did you get the link?
Yeah.
Okay, so I make sure. Hold on. While you do that. Oh, wait. If I go to YouTube, I'm going to get kicked out. What am I saying? I'll go on my phone. These are copyright free, Preliminal? Yes. Okay. Oh, sorry, Jeff. All right, guys. So this one, I'm not really caring about the eyes right now. It's more about the dress. But if you want to answer, which one do you remember for the eyes in the comic? White or black?
White, 100%.
I don't even remember. They
They wouldn't be
So-
black. That's crazy. I wouldn't even think they'd be black. Unless
I
that's
have
what
no
they are
idea.
now.
That could be what they are now. Who knows? I don't remember. I covered this one for Teresa. Soulless white, says Joyce Guru. Everybody says white. Tina says white. Preliminal says white.
I think this one's pretty obvious unless it did actually change from that.
Oh, let's go on because the next question's more important. That's why we're here. All right, everyone. Describe the colors of Annie's dress at the end of the movie. When she's dancing around, tap dancing through the mansion. Describe the dress. The colors. What colors do you remember?
Exactly what we're seeing there.
You remember tan, blue, and red?
Yeah.
No. At the end, she's in a nice dress. She's in the mansion with black shoes, and she's tap dancing. She sings Tomorrow. She sings I Don't Need Anything But You, or Anyone But You, I mean. Oh boy, everybody's all over the place. When you guys see it, all right, let's go on. I'll show you the problem though. Okay, so this is the dress that she wears. Does everyone remember this dress now?
Yes.
Okay. I just remember red and white. Now here's the problem. We're going to look at other pictures in a minute. The white is now outlined in black. Now go on. Do we see the black? That's the problem. You can't zoom in on that because you're in Messenger, can you?
No, no, you're right. I can't.
There's probably... Does anyone remember the black? That's what I'm asking you. Do you remember the dress outlined in black like she's a drawing? Okay, there's more pictures. There's a lot. Just keep going. I'm sure there's... this is me showing you that it's like the comic. It's outlined like a comic strip. So go on. Keep going. We're also talking about the logo here. There, that's the cover of the thing, and you can even see the black on her from far away. You can see the black on her sleeves.
Yeah.
I don't remember the black.
That's too detailed for me to really have noticed one way or the other. Because I don't really look at dresses anybody's wearing.
No, it was black. It was only red and white. There was no other color in the dress. Go on.
It's not drastic enough a change for me to know one way or another.
For me, it is. That one looks okay. But, again, it's low quality when we see it up close. Keep going. So see how it's outlined in black in the cartoon, and the eyes are white, so she remembered black for some reason.
They were not black.
All right, go on. That is is that residue? Yeah,
Yes.
That's residue. There is no black. That is what I remember. Go on. No black? That's residue.
That does look better without the black.
Mm-hmm. Good. Again, no black. There's not enough white on that. I don't know why she's got black pants. But hey, that looks like residue on the shoes. Well, on one shoe. On the other shoe, it's on both sides. The circle.
Wait, was he bald like that? I remember him with a Jew fro. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, the movie I think is about child trafficking. Mrs. Hannigan and the All right, so here we can see the comic strip. I don't know why her legs are yellow, but there's the black outline that I'm talking about. It's like the movie. The dress in the movie is now like the comic strip, and it wasn't like that. Dad. There's a black band, which doesn't make sense. Go on. The dog does look wrong. So there you go. You can really see the black there. That's a costume.
Now I'm on board with this. That looks ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. I agree with you.
Keep going. See, I wish I had. There's got to be a good picture here where you can see it closely. Keep going. Just skip the small ones. There's a cartoon with residue. Costume residue. You can skip it. They drew her there with the black as well. Residue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Jim Massaro. Sorry. Okay, here we go. There's the black on the sleeve and the band around her on the DVD.
That's more noticeable than I originally thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can keep going. Just showing the white eyes.
Who remembers Black Eyes?
It was Teresa.
Oh.
So there's no black there. Hey guys, wait, stop. The dog has black eyes. That might be why the dog looks weird. Because that looks better to me than the white eyes on the dog.
The dog had the white eyes for me.
No, eyes, General Sorrow. I do believe she does not have the black lines there on that picture.
Why does it say Knickerbocker?
Oh, Knickerbocker is the style of dress she's wearing in the orphanage.
Okay.
No black stripes.
Nope.
No black stripes. No black stripes. Black stripes on the sleeve. And
Okay,
around the band.
It's just wrong.
It is wrong. It was not there.
You're right.
And there it is in the new one.
Oh, that's the new one.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it happened.
Yeah, they did a remake.
There's a correlation there, but I'm not allowed to mention anything about that right now.
Residue. Just he wasn't even highlighting residue at this point. I agree, C3PO, who says it looks weird. I don't see why they would choose to put black stripes on it. The only thing I could think of is that it's to make it look more like the cartoon, but why? The comic strip, but why?
Black outlines matter. So I think
I know.
that's where I was going with that.
Residue. More residue. More residue. This is why I make slides. This takes forever.
What is this?
I don't know what that is. Good.
We'll just breeze through these. We get it.
Yeah.
I like that. She has black eyes there. And there too.
That is creepy.
Yeah.
The black lines on the white dress, the white parts of the dress. That shouldn't be there. Like that. See Germosaro, see the black lines? No.
Yeah, that definitely was not like that.
No. That's a costume, obviously. A cheap costume. But regardless, it's in the movie. And no, it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
There's black eyes on her. So what Teresa remembers is there.
Hmm.
Oh no, it is too fancy for a poor girl, but she was adopted by a rich guy who gave her those clothes. So there's black lines on that one. Now there, I don't see anything. But the dress is also slightly different because of the collar.
All right.
Is that the last one finally? Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why C3PO says, why would anyone draw a character without pupils? Daddy long legs, says Ryu.
I always wondered that too, but that's always how it's been.
Biden's arm coming in from the back on the last pick. They had a thing in like a little protest in East Palestine for the 1 year anniversary of the accident, And there were two little girls there. One of the girls was holding the sign, "Don't sniff me."
Oh, that's awesome. See, people know. They can pretend all they want that it's not happening or that it's normal, but people know.
Now, I don't know if this one's a Mandela effect or not. It could just be info I didn't know. I'm letting you guys decide. And I don't know if you guys are going to know this one. I was hoping Overprotected or Philo would be here to back me up a bit, but, well, any of you guys have sisters? Maybe. That would help, but go ahead, Jeff. Tina's here, right?
Yeah. Wait.
Go ahead.
Okay. Overprotected recently sent me a logo to show in the logos and residue folder, but I think it's more than a logo. This is a full-on Mandela effect for me. Yes or no, these Barbie heads. Do you remember any other brands or people having a head like this, a toy for little girls to play hairdresser and makeup artist?
So yes or no. Do you remember anything other than Barbie having this?
That's not Barbie.
Well, it's still made by Barbie.
Is that a
General Stars.
incarnation of it?
One of the variations they had.
Oh.
General Stars says, "Alas, we were poor, not so many Barbie dolls." Hubert says no. Tina, I remember having one of those, but it was white. Pushing Button says Luann Platter. Who's Luann Platter? Noise says, "I feel an inappropriate joke coming on."
What, like Ghetto Barbie or something?
The dress-up heads, I remember others, but not Barbie. Analog Lime is no. That's Keisha, says Analog Lime.
I could buy that.
Yes, Barbie was always blonde, but there was Kimiko, there were other dolls you could get. No, if I had to guess, maybe Gem. Oh, from King of the Hill, Luann Platter. Duh, yes. My brain wasn't even going there. All right, stop. I'm not even showing them. All right, you can go on.
White trash Barbie, too. In my past, the only ones I ever knew about, were the ones made by Mattel, the Barbie heads. I do not remember ever seeing any besides Barbie, with the exception of cheap knockoffs. Well, yeah.
I remember cheap knockoffs, but not what I'm about to show you.
Oh, News Guru is correct. Ghetto Barbie was called Bratz. But there were heads for Cher, the one Overprotected sent. For Cher. Farrah Fawcett, Marie Osmond, and Brooke Shields. We will get to logos at the end.
Does anyone remember Farrah Fawcett, Marie Osmond, Brooke Shields, or Cher having a head like this for kids?
No, and that is a terrible likeness.
They get worse. That's the best one.
Oh, God.
Wait until you see.
Oh, my God.
Look at Marie Osmond.
What the hell?
She looks evil.
She does look evil.
Does anyone remember this?
Oh, my God. Am I the only one who didn't know that there were other options for this toy besides Barbie in my past? Barbie and generic copycats was the only one I thought Mattel invented this type of toy.
CP3PO says exorcist needed.
Right? Let's zoom in on this. This is terrible. It doesn't even look anything like it at all.
General Sara says Cher looks like Nancy Pelosi.
Oh my God, he's right.
Looks so lifelike.
Oh my God, now I hate that doll even more.
Yeah, we're going to get to the logos at the end, like I said.
What is up with the Farrah faucet? Oh my God.
What's up with this shit?
The share. Yeah, it's ridiculous. They're all ridiculous. And now for the logo issues, starting with share from Overprotected. All right.
The H, oh, there it was. Go back for 1 second. The H is connected to the outside of the box.
Hey, just connected to the outside of the box.
Now, the top left is a Barbie one. Quick Curl Barbie Beauty Center, but it's merged, so I included it. Farrah's, there's nothing merged with Farrah's. I just wanted to show that because it looks ridiculous. Marie Osmond. The A is broken. The E is turned. And Brooke Shields, the O's are connected. The B is broken. Everything's messed up.
Farrah Fawcett was gorgeous. She did not look like that. That's a terrible job by them. Is this a possible Mandela effect for you, or is this just info I never knew? Regardless, those logos were not like that in my childhood. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Farrah looks like she needs an Uber.
Vision says, "Oh no, some of Brooke Shields' eyebrow hair got in my eye." Yes, the merged O's again. Yep. That's what I'm saying. She sent me share, and I was like, what is this? Oh my gosh. The Marie Osmond, though, got me really good because she just looked evil.
Yeah. Whoever designed those dolls should have been fired.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible job. You had one job and you couldn't do it. All right. Oh,
It is 222.
Damn. 122 here.
Mm-hmm. Super Mario says, Marie looks like a Tiffany Chucky doll.
Yeah, right.
All right, guys. Don't hate me. I have to cover this again. We need to talk about hippos again. In 2019, I discovered their teeth were no longer fat and square, but sharp, thin tusks that were terrifying. Now I have to ask you 3 more questions, because it was 2 and now it's 3.
Don't feed those heads after midnight.
I know, I just saw it. Yes or no? Did hippos have whiskers in your past? Yes or no in the chat, please. I have to take my medicine, so if you could just read the chat, please, Jeff.
Yeah. See, 3PO's Golden Calf says yes.
Mm.
They wore tutus? I didn't know that. Hubert says heck no. Tina says no. General Sarge says I never got close to them.
I've seen them in, in zoos, and then they'd have like the water. You could go underneath and see them swim in the water.
Mm-hmm. Analog Lime says yes. Pushing buttons, yes. Michael Russum, yes. General Sorrow, yes.
Interesting. Welcome, Meister Epcot, who says, I picture holes but no whiskers.
There were no whiskers.
Liminal's not sure.
All right, we have enough answers.
Mm-hmm.
The second question is, what color or colors are the hippos?
Color or colors, guys? What color or colors are hippos?
Pink, yellow, blue, green. What were some of the other ones?
Let's see. We have analog line with gray, preliminal with gray and brown, pushing buttons with rainbow, red, yellow, pink, and green, purple and yellow and blue. C3PO's guessing gray. Gray, black, and white says General Sorrow. Brownish gray says Cuberts. Brown says Tina. Noise Guru says purple. Pushing buttons gray and black. Yellow Sun, welcome, says gray. C3PO, maybe brownish gray. Michael Russum, gray, brown, blue, gray. Okay, we can go on, Jeff. There is one more thing that I believe is new, but I'll get to that in a minute. For starters, I do not remember hippos being mostly two-toned. They were always a shade of gray in my past. I can go with brownish gray, that's fine. Some darker gray than others, some still are gray. But the majority of hippos, or at least photos of hippos I'm seeing online, are two-toned, gray and pink. I have never seen a hippo these colors before, have you? Anyone two-toned hippos with pink? It's like they have a sunburn. It's weird. I'm going to show you more pictures, don't worry. We'll get to them at the end. That looks like a pig at a luau to me.
Yeah. Well, what's missing is the apple in its mouth.
All right, go on. Let's get to the whiskers. I want you guys who said that you remember whiskers to let me know if those are the whiskers you remember. Just like dolphins and elephants, there are also rare pink hippos too, but almost all have some form of pink in the color now anyway.
So they're not so rare.
I also have no memory of whiskers of any kind on hippos, but they have a full muzzle of them. Do you remember it like this, everyone? Those that said yes to whiskers, do you remember this?
I'm surprised anyone said yes to that.
I am too, because they never had whiskers for me.
No, neither.
Cushion says, yeah, that's it. All right, we can go on. Okay. But the weirdest thing I do not remember is hippos' noses closing off underwater. Their nostrils inflate to achieve this, making it look like they have nose plugs. Do you remember their noses looking like this underwater? Can you zoom in on the top and let them see that? Do you guys remember their noses doing this? Yes or no in the chat. Preliminal says looks odd. That might be a few too many whiskers is pushing. Tina says no. Yeah, that's about double the amounts of C3PO. I don't know says pushing. Yellow Sun says no. You've never seen. See, I guess I've been spoiled because of the viewing area under the water at the zoo. Yes, they can hold their breath. Cuberts is not sure. Pushing Button says, I'd say no. Not familiar, says Meister Eckhart.
Oh, that's how you say that?
Mm-hmm. Yes, hippos are dangerous. Michael Russum is no. All right, we can go on. I'm going to show you a lot of pictures so you can see. Because when they come out of the water, it still stays like that for a while. So even if they came out of the water at the zoo, you would still see it. So look at all this pink. Do you guys remember hippos looking this pink? Because I do not.
Nope.
They're definitely two-toned. Go ahead, there's more. We also have white, but I think that's just, I don't know what that is. Maybe the babies. But Fiona, I remember when they were showing Fiona, the baby hippo. Can you zoom in on the left, the two on the left, please? That is baby Fiona, and that's a book, and they draw it two-toned.
Well, they got it right.
I know, but it wasn't like that. I remember them talking about Fiona. I don't remember the pink. No, only gray shades, says Cubert. Looks different, says C3PO. No. For General Sorrow, no for Tina. I want a baby hippo too.
What
And
is
there's
Nightbot saying? You're cut off, Nightbot.
it's
No more
the
alcohol for you.
alias thing. Well, it's saying subscribe to SandyDiVa Mandela Effects if you haven't already.
Yeah, but the
That
next
one's
thing,
all right.
what is up with that?
You can go on. Now we're gonna get to the noses, I think. Yes, we have to zoom in on the noses. But look at all this pink. Like, stop it. They were not this color. Mm-mm. All right, go on. All right, so can you zoom in on these nose things? Most of these are out of the water, so you can see what I'm talking about. Like, I don't ever remember seeing these bumps sticking out of their noses. And the whiskers, stop it. There's so many. I don't remember that at all.
Especially, that one right there is
Mm-hmm.
really weird.
Yeah. Are hippos different now from what you remember, or were these how hippos always were in your reality? Let me know in the comments below. Check out the pink stripe on the bottom. Stop it. This is not my hippo. Like a walrus, yes, pushing buttons, except it's a hippo. Super hairy hippo, says Ryu. It was hungry, hungry hippos.
One of my least favorite artists. Even though I do like some of his songs. I can't stand
We're on the last one already? Oh my goodness. Show is flying by. All right, guys. I hopefully saved the best for last. I need you all to listen. Like, really listen, okay? Because I don't know if this is a Mandela effect or if this is one of those, like, green needle things. So, Jeff, take it away.
Right. Jose Martinez, Sajar Mandela Effect, just released a video showing that Bruce Springsteen is affected by the Mandela Effect.
I'm more confused than I was before I asked. This is wrong. I'm telling you this is wrong. How did that happen?
Okay, pause.
I'm more.
He was
Bruce
flipping
says-
out. I'm sorry. He was flipping out saying that his own words were wrong. So go ahead.
Bruce says he has been singing It Sways for 50 years and goes on to say that his lyrics are wrong. Well, wrong anyway. Well, I have another song to present tonight, but the lyrics aren't wrong. Bruce sings them wrong. Please fill in the blank for the missing words. Born in blank, USA.
Again, the lyrics aren't wrong, guys. The lyrics are still right.
His views are just wrong.
So just humor me. What's the blank? You know, maybe I should ask, what do you think he sings?
One of the most overrated artists of all time. And a libtard.
Okay. Everybody's saying the, and that is the correct lyric. Now I want you to tell me what you think he sings. What do you think he sings now?
I agree, Cuberts. He sucks.
Welcome, Jim from Florida, who also says the. That says pushing buttons. My says Cuberts. No way, that's crazy if the changed. Well, like I said, the lyrics have not changed. Duh, USA, says JRG Mighty. What else could it be? Let's show them, Jeff. Let's show them what else it could be. I'm going to mute so they can hear it well. Go ahead.
The lyrics are, of course, Born in the USA, but Bruce doesn't always sing that anymore. This could be a hear what you want to hear effect, but no matter how hard I try, I can't hear the. I'm hearing him sing Born in a USA, which makes sense to anyone who believes in the multiverse, multiple Earth theory. I wasn't born in this USA, but I was born in a USA that no longer exists. What do you hear? The or?
The or
The or Okay.
I hear born in a USA. That is what I'm hearing. Over and play it again. Let them hear it.
It was clearly
Nope, it's wrong. That is wrong. But I do have him. I have him singing it the way he used to. But go on. What were you saying?
Sounds like He does sing this clearly in later performances.
He does sing the clearly in later performances. He sings the here. Play it again. This is where he sings the. Now there, I hear the. I hear the. I hear the. But we have him singing it again, where it says I'm going to ask you. We have 3 more to go through. Go ahead. That one's really that one's so Oh no. Wait, Michael Fontaine heard the in that one. Let's play it again.
I didn't.
I didn't either. In a USA. Born in a USA. That is what I heard.
At least for me.
I hear
This guy sucks so bad that the group Manfred Mann actually did his song better than him. Way better than him. Blinded by the Light. I just had to mention that because I hate this guy.
Okay. still hear I cannot hear the in any of them,
Except the one that was clearly the.
except for the one that was clearly the. I'm talking about the ones where it's the or I keep hearing
But yeah, he's
The point is, none should be none.
right. Should never sound like that ever.
It should never sound like, and these are the original ones. Like the first one I showed you was the actual Vivo video, and this is a 1985 concert that is played a lot. And go on. Now we have people singing it the way it should sound. Oh wait, this one's weird. Read it first. Pause it, then play.
He clearly sings "Born in the USA." Like
No, he doesn't. Stop. Read that again.
even weirder, he clearly sings "Born in USA." Like the Made in USA labels, then poses with a Born in USA poster. This just isn't right.
So there is no the or a. There's no the or a.
Yeah, that time he just said "in USA."
Born in USA, and he's posing with a poster that says Born in USA, which is so weird.
Yeah.
That's how it should sound.
The clearly, like I remember him singing it.
It does sound like bored, but to be fair, this is like, what is this called? Is this the voice?
Yeah.
Poland. It's Poland, so it's not his language. So it could sound like bored for him. Next.
I've been bored in the USA.
Yeah. Oh, this one's low. Let's mute.
What happened here? What did I do? The clearly, like I remember him singing it. Which do you hear? Do you just hear the or do you hear both? Let me know in the comments below. Sandy, you there?
I'm muted, sorry.
All right, that's enough of him. There's only so much of him I could take.
Yeah.
Him and Bob Dylan. Yuck.
Yeah. I have to agree. If I'm going to listen to Dylan, I'd rather listen to his son.
The only way, yeah, me too. The only way I could listen to Dylan is with the Traveling Wilburys group he was with.
Yes, that was good. Those are good. Yes, those
And
songs are good.
It's sad that he's the only surviving member. The worst one out of the whole group is the only surviving member.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Tom Petty, George Harrison, Roy Orbison, and Jeff Lynne were the other four.
That's interesting. Hold on, there's a comment. Jim from Florida says, I don't remember the dots in USA. I do. I remember them taking the dots away from the States, from USA, which is why I find it funny that there's inappropriate periods everywhere now. But they took away the periods, like when you write your address. Like I'm in Pennsylvania, P period, A period, but now it's just PA. I remember them taking it out. But I believe you. I believe it didn't have the dots for you. Is there anything else you want to show tonight?
No, that's it.
You're like, no, I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah, I think we're good. We've shown enough.
All right, guys. Do you want to do a shout out? I did a shout out when we started. You want to do a shout out before we go?
Yeah, let's see. It only goes so far, though.
I know.
All right. We got me, Sandy, Tina, pushing buttons. Noise Guru, General Sorrow, Analog Lime, Ryu, Michael Russum, Huberts, Michael Fontaine, Preliminimal, General Sorrow. C3PO's Golden Calf. Super Mario Brothers. Pushing Buttons. I don't know if I said him. Mr. Ecopt. I know I missed somebody. I don't know.
Splatter? Did you get
Splatter.
Splatter?
Yeah.
General Sorrow?
General Sorrow, I said. Yellow Sun.
Jim from Florida?
J-I-M-T-Y. Who?
Jim from Florida?
From Florida. Yeah.
JRG Mighty?
I said that one. Well, I said it wrong, but
Meister Eckhart?
I said that. Yeah.
In
I didn't say the other one because I can't say it.
Indoctrinated?
Yeah.
Analog Lime?
I said Analog Lime, I think. And that's all I see here.
Did you say Tina?
Yes.
Okay. Michael Russum?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, how do I say this name? Because he says I said it wrong.
Which
Meister,
one?
is it Meister Ecopt?
Yes.
Okay.
At least I believe it is.
What did I say? Meester?
Easter.
Meester.
Yes, Preliminal, you're always welcome to join us. Just message me on Messenger.
Yes.
Well, guys, it's been a blast, but we do have to go to bed. It's almost 3 a.m. here. I think we'll see you tomorrow night on Shifty Sunday. I think there's a show. And Monday night, I will be on Awakened Saint. I did a poll in Teresa's group because Jose remembered Awaken, and Brian Stavely clarified that it was Awakened Saint. And when he relaunched his channel or Rumble, he didn't specify. He changed it to Awakened Saint. I also want to clarify something. Last week we talked about a song, a Duran Duran song, Hungry Like a Wolf, being hungry like the wolf. Well, Hazel Fiber already covered that, so that's why I didn't cover it again. I wanted to mention that Hazel Fiber found that. And yes, tomorrow night, Awakened Saint is going to be interviewing Brian Staley. So there's also that as well. I think that's going to be before Shifty Sunday. And I think that's it. I hope you guys have a great night. We love you all.
Yeah.
We so appreciate you being here so late with us. And we'll see you next week. Have a great night, everyone.
Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for being here.
Smash the tube, smash the tube, smash the tube, smash the tube. Turn the strap off, 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 please turn it off. Why must we watch Friends? 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 I've seen this show about 1,000,000 times. Not even funny when I'm drunk or high. Why must we watch Friends? 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 I'm telling you now for the 100th time. To change the channel, this show is a crime. Why must we watch Friends? 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 That laugh track is so annoying to me.
They wouldn't need it if the show was funny. Why must we watch Friends? 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 There's so much better ways to spend my day than watch TV sing down a cat so smelly. Why must we watch Friends? 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 Why must we watch Friends?